Cooking is an experiment that leaves a long-lasting experience. Hey guys, in today's video I'll be making some juicy and crispy fried chicken drumsticks. Take notes, watch the video, and you too can try this. Did you know that you don't have to use egg to coat your chicken? You can use water. Stay tuned for my video. If you're new, welcome. I'll be using mustard powder, a little Cajun seasoning, smoked paprika, garlic powder, chicken Sazon or Sazon, or however you pronounce it. I pronounce it chicken Sazon. Cayenne pepper, chicken bouillon. I did not use salt to season the chicken, however I'll be using some salt in my flour mixture. I did use some Dijon mustard on this and some hot pepper sauce. Rub in the seasonings. Make sure your chicken is clean firstly. Add whatever ingredients you choose. These are what I choose to make my chicken. Rub the seasoning in. You want your meat to be seasoned to the bone. You want your chicken to stay either overnight or for a few hours to marinate. So once you get into the chicken has flavor. You don't want the skin tasting flavorful and then the inside is fresh. Once I seasoned, I just covered with saran wrap and I will be leaving mine overnight. This was like late midnight. I was seasoning my chicken for the next day to do some fried chicken. For my powdered mixture, I added 4 cups flour and I'll be seasoning again with paprika, Cajun seasoning, chili powder, garlic powder, Old Bay, which I used prior but did not mention. I also used Old Bay, garlic powder, and little Himalayan salt. And I will also be using Sazon, a little baking powder, which was like 1 tablespoon. You want to mix all these dried ingredients together, and remember, this is my way. Now I got some room temperature water and I'll be dipping my chicken in the water, then in the flour. But firstly, you want to make sure all the water is dripped or drained off before adding it to your flour batter, because then once water touches the flour, you don't want it to start getting lumpy or too much clumps in it. So ensure that the water is totally dripped off from the chicken legs. Add additional ones, and I'm showing you this is a real time doing this. Next, you want to make sure that you coat your chicken in your flour mixture. Don't just dip it and take it out. You want to pull that skin up. The skin protects the chicken from burning. It also helps to keep the moisture in. You want to make sure that you rub the chicken in the batter so it is well coated. And I'm showing you the process again, where I dipped in water, removed from the water. Once it has dripped off, then I had it in my flour batter. See, my flour is not lumpy, and I use this for the entire process, which I did not show you. Make sure this is heavily coated. Once I do fried chicken, I normally like to coat with the flour and rest for at least a 10 to 15 minutes on my rack. That is just me or my way. And I cut these in some butterfly style because I wanted them to soak properly. So I just used my knife to just cut it down and to make them like a little butterfly. This is what the floured chicken looks like. It's messy when you're doing fried chicken if you're not using a Ziploc bag, which I did not want to use. Added some vegetable oil, pepper, garlic, and then I just added a little flour in it to make sure it's not too hot. Added in my chicken and I left each side on medium heat to fry for at least 10 minutes. And I did this like twice. So 10 minutes the first time. Once both sides are fried, then I gave an additional 5 minutes. You want your chicken to be crispy. You don't want your chicken to be raw. Another technique or method you can also use is to make sure you use a fork to bore pocket holes in your chicken so the heat can seep through to help with the cooking process. Bore holes. Sometimes when you bore the holes, you will see water or blood coming from the chicken because it's chicken. And if the outside is cooked and the inside is raw, then you will see blood or bloody water coming from the chicken. Yes, I'm giving it to you just like how it is. Yes, and I fried these twice, so each side got at least 15 minutes to fry. Make sure your heat is on medium. You don't want it too high because it will burn. And if you look closely, you will see like water bubbling up on the chicken. It's because I bored pocket holes in it. Leave the chicken for fry. The chicken need for fry till it's crispy and not too dry. The skin helps to lock the moisture in and you're gonna see the finished. You're gonna see the finish. Remember now for my season, I use Cajun, smoked paprika, Old Bay, garlic powder, Sazon, or whatever or however you choose to call it. I did not use any salt. Now look at your girl chicken. No water or blood coming from my chicken. My chicken look crunchy and also juicy. And this is the first batch and I'll show you the second batch also. Technique is used in frying chicken to get it crispy. And listen, wait until the end. My chicken tasted just like KFC chicken. For my flour, the only additional thing that I use in it was salt. Lots of people fry their chicken and use seasoning salt. I don't. I know what to use to get mine to taste flavorful and delicious. You can also feel free to add salt to yours because that's your business. When you're seasoning it, exempt it from the flour however you choose. But listen, my chicken was tasty. It was flavorful. Tasted just like the Jamaican style original Colonel style KFC. And on the side I did a little goat meat. I was longing for some white rice, fried chicken with some curried gravy. So I did a little tiny bit of curried goat, which you will see my plate or a plate that I dished at the end. I did not eat in this one today to show you because I had to run out and I totally forgot. Make sure your chicken soak. There's no water. Some people cover theirs and it is okay. Feel free to cover yours if you want. Your girl didn't cover hers and I was standing over this pot from start to finish. That's my fried chicken there. Once you rest this on a rack, what happens is any excess oil drips or drains from this, so your chicken will remain crispy up to 2 days. Look at your girl chicken. It looks like Jamaican style KFC. Tell me your girl felt like working. My chicken wasn't raw. It was delicious. It was crispy. crunchy. The color is everything for me. Quick and easy. You don't have to use egg if you don't consume egg. Water is also another option, also milk. Your girl experimenting, as I tell you, experiment is a part of cooking. Cooking is an experiment that leaves us with a long lasting experience. My chicken came out good. Listen, your girl can start selling food. It's just time consuming, but your girl chicken was lit. Not sure if you can get a bite over the phone or the video, but listen, I had to show you this. My chicken was lit. My chicken came out crispy. Chicken tasted good. It tasted just like Jamaican style KFC chicken. If you want, I'll drop my ingredients in the description box for you to also try. This is what dinner looked like. A little mac and cheese, which I also did on the side, some fried chicken, curried gravy, and some green vegetables on the side. Listen, this was a Sunday meal. Catch you soon in another video.